sloppy funky fun. It's only fun until you're done. It's sloppy funky fun. It's sloppy funky fun. It's sloppy funky fun. It's only fun until you're done, son.
That's more like it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drew Review! We're live on all WNYRadio.com with your host, Drew Fera! The Drew Review, all WNYRadio.com. Give us a call anytime, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. And now, here's Drew.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Drew on the Drew Review. I'm here with Improbable Cause. How you guys doing?
Not too bad.
All right.
Pretty good.
All right. Good, yeah. So I'm glad to have you guys here. It's awesome to finally have you. I've known about you guys coming in for a while, so I've been listening to your EP. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. We're watching
Causing problems already.
We're
We haven't even
watching
been here for
the
5
bass
minutes.
players' home videos at the same time. It's all good. It's just something we do here at the Drew Review. So if you guys want, you guys could go around and you're on. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you guys could see them. If you guys are listening live on the allwesternnewyorkradio.com link, you can listen to us live there. And call in again at 402-4218. And this is the band. They're going to introduce themselves and tell us what instrument they play.
I'm Kristen Young, and I sing.
I'm Aiden Kronbach, and I play lead guitar.
Aiden, we can't hear you. Maybe you should use a different microphone, maybe. Use Kristen's microphone.
Don't.
We're gonna move this.
Give me that now.
You don't have to take the microphone out. You could just grab the whole stand. Yeah, there you go.
I'm Aiden Kronbach,
There
and
it
I
is.
play lead guitar.
The Kronbacher.
Ooh.
It's like a Rickenbacker, except more cronny.
Sladen Kronbacher. That's how you're getting into it. I'm Dom Hannon. I am the rhythm guitarist.
And I'm Kyle Schneider. I'm the bassist.
All right, awesome. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. I'm Drew. I have my own podcast called The Drew Review. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, when you guys talk on the mic, just make sure you're like really up on it, because sometimes it's hard to hear.
Like this? Like, oh, okay. Now, all right, there we go.
See what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
people are hearing at home. You
Rookie
got it.
mistakes. Rookie mistakes.
Just like, let me just tell you what I'm thinking. All right.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
I thought you were gonna say my mom for a second. I don't know why, but I knew. Whoa. Hey, I like that
Soundboard.
I think I'm gonna hire you for all the shows to do like bass. It'll be like Seinfeld, except slide bass instead of slap bass. So yeah. If you guys are new to the Drew Review and you usually listen to Sippin' Scotch or Noah or Horror Stories or any other shows we got, basically what we do on the Drew Review is I will listen to a band, I'll listen to their EP, whatever is available, whether it's something from a long time ago in the case of Improbable Cause, which they kind of clarified to me before the show started. It's like a year old and they're working on a new EP, but I'll listen to whatever they have online, Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, Facebook, however I can access it, and I'll write a little review. And the cool thing about doing a review live on radio with the band in front of me is if they don't like what I say, they could stab me in the neck with a pen.
I left my pen at home.
That's why we hide the pens here and we put away all sharp objects. So, I don't mind if I get a Nerf bat to the head, but anyways, again, this is listening to their EP that you guys can listen to on Bandcamp. It's Improbable Cause by Improbable Cause. It's a 4-song EP, and it is what year? 2014, August.
14,
So it's
yeah.
actually just about a year old.
Yeah, I think August 8th, was it, that we released it?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
August
Yeah.
8th, so it's
Coming
coming
up.
up on a year.
All right. So after the review is done, guys, just let me know how you feel. If you want to wring my neck, if you love it, if you whatever. I tell this to every band too, just because. All right. So Improbable Cause is an acoustic rock band from Buffalo that could be categorized as singer-songwriters with a studio band backing them up. The interesting aspect of this band is that it is led by a male-female duo on the vocals. Although this concept can give a local band an edge in the singer-songwriter multitude in the Western New York area, I feel as though deep lyrics over a generic acoustic rock isn't quite sharpening the edge of the sword required to slice through the competition, which Aiden does temporarily. And their first, Aiden's the guitar player who we discussed. He can get violent. I'm just kidding. He can't. He would never do that. He's a nice guy. In their first song, Finish Line, the male vocalist portrays kind of like a rap style backing similar to like Evanescence's "Bring Me to Life."
Great, tell the story.
That's Kristen's favorite song, and it's the one song by Evanescence.
Okay.
They only have the one song. That's Kristen's
It's like
favorite.
an ongoing joke that we have.
Okay. All right. We'll talk
I like
about it.
that, I like that.
Finish, people.
But then the next song, it leads with a strong soulful vocal by the same guy who did like the rap part on the last song. So this kind of confused me and left me trying to determine who the lead vocalist truly was, and also made me wonder who wrote the song lyrics. But don't get me wrong, after listening to their EP, anyone can recognize the raw talent of their writing and vocal skills. You could tell that the band has developed good chemistry and have put a lot of time and work. My only fret is that the depth of their lyricism should reflect the depth of the music as a whole. On an artistic level, overall, I enjoyed listening to their EP, and I'm looking forward to measure their growth as they continue writing and playing music. That's the review.
Thank you.
I like
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so
Yeah, definitely.
let's hear your feedback other than the Evanescence thing.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. Like that's one thing that we've always kind of talked about, and it was trying with that EP especially. That was right around the time that Kyle actually joined. So we were still, prior to that EP, I was still playing just rhythm guitar, and Aiden was actually playing bass.
Oh, okay.
So we were still, when we put out that EP, it was kind of just almost kind of like a spur of the moment thing, I guess. That I was kind of like, we were like, you know what, let's do it. We'll see what happens. Let's go with it. We need
you
something.
guys were a 3-piece at the time?
We were a 4-piece.
Oh, okay, because the drummer's in here. I gotcha.
We went through a lot of personnel changes since we started. And around the time we released the EP, that was kind of right when we started to get steady with things, felt comfortable. We had a group that's obviously stuck together this long so far.
Yeah, it's good. The first thing I noticed when you guys came up was that, well, when you guys are going to actually play some live songs, which is cool. So I asked, are you guys going to be playing songs off the EP? And you guys were like, no, these are new songs. We're in the works with a new album. And I was immediately like, because I obviously had just written the review today, and I was like, well, that's good. I'm excited to hear what new stuff you have. So especially since you guys have a new member.
Yeah.
Kyle is the new
Kyle.
member?
Yeah, Kyle. He's just he just passed, I think, July 24th or something was his
Something
first
like
show
that.
last year with us.
Okay,
So he's right up around his bandiversary.
So I played like 3 shows, and then we went and recorded an EP. So
So
good
what
time to come in.
what did you walk into? When you came to the first practice, what were you thinking? Were you like, oh, okay, these guys are out? What were you thinking?
Well, initially, Dom had asked me, because me and Dom are friends from just the neighborhood, and he was like, hey, I know you play bass. Like, we're looking for somebody to cover for us for this one show. Come out and play. Just like, see what's up. So I went and I learned their set list and went and played. And then after that show, I think James, who's the drummer, he's one of the 2 founders, him and Aiden. He was like, hey, man, we love having you play. Like, you sound good. You fill us out real well. So stick with it. And then the rest is history, I guess. So
Awesome.
it was pretty cool to come out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I wasn't. Oh yeah, no. Before I move on, let's get into this whole Evanescence thing that you guys were wanting to talk about.
It's just a little. I think it's just a little joke with me and Dom, because Dom likes to make fun of me a lot because I like all the girl singers just because I get my influences from that.
you know.
So
But
I
she fires it right back. So don't let
Yeah.
her little like sweetheart little masquerade here. She fires it right back, making fun of my Dave Matthews and my jam
no,
band.
that can't, yeah, that is true.
No, it just kind of happened as like a running joke where she was like, "Yeah, I really like Evanescence," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, they have that one song," and she's like, "They have more than one song." It's like, no, they don't.
Much more than one song, but
You went there, buddy.
But it's just a little funny backstory, I guess, about influences.
So
Yeah.
Musical styles.
okay, so who writes then? Since there's two lyricists.
Actually, James, our drummer, who's not here right now, he has written the bulk.
yeah, the
No
majority.
way. That's
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah,
that's
he's
really
written
interesting.
the bulk of our stuff. I've had two.
Yeah, I just had one
she
come
had
out.
one.
Aiden had one
Aiden
too.
had one as well.
Okay.
Kyle's working on
I'm
one.
working on one.
So you guys are well rounded, but the bulk of it was the drummer?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's interesting. So when you say he wrote, does that mean specifically lyrics? Does that mean he came in with an acoustic guitar and said, "Hey guys, check the song out," and he had a whole song, or what?
Our drummer is actually originally a guitar player, and
Okay.
that's where he started in the band. So he writes most of his stuff on an acoustic guitar and then brings it to the rest of us. We all put it together.
Okay, cool. So you guys have like a Dave Grohl in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna like that you said that. That's gonna get this head.
Is he listening right now?
He's at work, I think,
Okay.
but he will be listening later. So he's
Tell him
he's gonna watch it later.
You guys can text him right now and tell him if he can put on headphones at work, he could just go to westernnewyorkradio.com and then like listen to us live because it's just a radio link.
I'll send him a
So,
text right now.
if you guys
actually.
want to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why not?
the only reason I said Dave Grohl, well, obviously because he was a drummer for Nirvana and then he kind of did the reverse of what your drummer did.
Mhm.
But I love Dave Grohl a lot because I played drums and switched to guitar too. So like that's like, in my opinion, I think most drummers, that's like the ultimate compliment if they could do both. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, so does this mean we get to break his leg now by pushing him off a stage?
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those. It's unsaid, but
Let's not do that.
Just kidding, James.
We love you.
yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking it would probably be cool.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I apologize.
Kyle.
Did you ever hear
Hard
silent?
I had it on
D2
silent.
is in the
vibrate?
studio.
Help us, Obi-Wan.
I'm just
You're our only hope.
Was that
It's off
every
now. We're
time you
good.
get
We're good.
texted, R2D2 tells you?
Well, usually I have it on vibrate. I don't know what I did, but apparently it wasn't when I got into the studio.
Listen,
magically, so
if it wasn't
I
R2D2,
apologize.
I would have pressed pause on this podcast and I would
Smack
have
the
lit
shit out of me?
you up.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding.
I would deserve it at that point.
No, it's all good. But I was thinking we should play a song off the EP. So do you guys want to just play? Oh, I actually wrote "Finish Line" in my review, but it's "Find the Line."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No worries.
worries.
No worries.
Yeah, so do you guys want to listen to "Find the Line"? Everybody can.
What? Did you listen to the whole EP?
I listened to the whole EP a couple times. Yes.
What do you guys want to play? Because Girl with the Jet Black Hair?
Or crash.
I was going to go with one of those too. So
Okay, cool. Oh wait, we got a split decision
We
here.
got- We got Crash.
Dun.
So Aiden, fight to the death for it?
Do Crash?
Yeah,
All right,
Crash.
I was gonna
Crash.
say we're gonna
We'll
have to get
Crash.
James involved. All right, so
He's
we'll do
gonna
Crash.
call in.
This is off their EP. You guys can find it on Bandcamp. Is there anywhere else they could find your EP?
In my kitchen. I have physical copies sitting in my kitchen.
We'll
I
give you the address after the show.
Yeah, we have physical copies at all our shows. Bandcamp. There's links to it on our Facebook. To Bandcamp. We might be on Reverb. I don't remember. I think
Okay.
I did that once, but I don't
All right, no,
remember
that's
why
cool.
or what.
Do you guys
and how.
have it so that after a couple plays that starts charging, or how do you guys have that? Because Bandcamp, you could do that, right?
Yeah, actually, I think I said it. We were charging $5 for the physical copy when we first started doing them, when we had like the
Okay.
debut show back in August of last year. But I think I changed it after a while just because there wasn't getting too much traffic. And plus
Okay.
we were, like we said, that was kind of more for exposure. Just be like, hey, we're here. We're going to start
Right,
doing this
right.
for legit.
Oh,
So
totally.
I think I changed it over to free actually.
Okay,
So it's free
cool.
downloads
Awesome.
up until Bandcamp makes you charge. So I
Awesome.
think there's like 100 free downloads on there. I don't know how many even used, but
Okay, awesome, man. Well, this is Crash. I'm here with Improbable Cause. This is the Drew Review.
Reach out and grab you to stay.
but now you're in the way. I still want you to stay. And he looked into my face, told me it's over, but it's gonna be okay. Don't stop moving towards the day. You'll be in happiness and it's here to stay now. What do you think I do what I do? Wouldn't think about it if it wasn't us for you. No. What do you think I say what I say? Whatever you've been through, I am here to stay. And he said, life is overrated. Would you rather be off dead? He takes my hand and holds it high. You'll be up with him in the sky now. What do you think I do when I do? Wouldn't think about it if it wasn't best for you. No. What do you think I say when I say? Whatever you've been through, I am here to stay. And he said, life is over if you don't believe a thing. I'd rather be off and dead and buried in a grave. I'll say goodbye to who I love and I'll be back again someday. That's how the story goes, or so they say. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Now, what do you think I do what I do? Wouldn't think about it if it wasn't us for you. Now, what do you think I say when I say? Whatever you've been through, I am here to stay. Said I'm here to stay. Said I'm here to stay.
This is the Drew Review. I'm here with Improbable Cause, and that was Crash. That was their third track off of their EP that was premiered in August of 2014. So we're a year later. They're working on some more songs, and they're going to play a couple of them live today. And they also said they have a couple other songs that are being worked on, and they're going to be working on an album. So call in at 402-4218 if you guys want to talk or comment on anything. And yeah, so why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what you're working on? What changes have happened, and what direction are you guys headed in with your music now?
What direction? That is Aiden's got. Aiden's been waiting for that one.
It sounded like you said water erection.
So obviously we've got school coming up. We're going to be pretty busy, but we're going to be trying to play as much stuff as possible.
Yeah.
Weekends, breaks.
Right.
As far as how our music is changing, we're all really becoming more comfortable with our instruments and with each other, I feel like. So, you know, some stuff's getting a little more edgy. Some stuff's getting a little more fine-tuned. Everything, you know, we adjust some stuff pretty much before every show. We'll adjust a couple things just to see whatever sounds good, whatever the crowd responds to the best.
Like Friday, for example, they came over. We were jamming before our show.
Friday where?
Friday at my house before practice, before our show at the waiting room.
Okay, you guys played on Friday at the waiting room? Nice.
Yeah, so before we went on there, they came to my house and I was like, hey, listen to these 4 things that I figured out at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I think they sound kind of good. Let's do something tonight. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll pick one, we'll do it. And we did it. So we just kind of just go with the flow, try new things, jam out a little bit.
Nice.
Just kind of go with it. Just do it.
Yeah.
So
do it.
We've
Just
definitely
do it.
we've definitely
Open the trunk. Do it.
cleaned up our sound.
Cleaned it
That's
up.
for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Like Crash is my favorite song off that EP. Just because of how clean it sounds to me.
Yeah. It's precise.
Yeah. And we've started to move towards that, and like at least 95% of our stuff that we have. So
Awesome.
some of the stuff we've retired a little bit, so we don't play as often anymore. Just because we got sick of it, I guess. But we've definitely cleaned it up, started to make it a little bit more technical, I guess, with the newer stuff that's coming out too.
Cool.
So.
Do you guys ever get like told you sound like anybody or anything like that? Or
no.
Not
that's
really.
good.
No.
No, that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
no.
Yeah, most bands either that I've had on or have talked to, or whenever I'm at a show and we're kind of like backstage after we brought in all our equipment, it's like, you know, you'll ask like, oh, what do you guys sound like? And they'll say, well, people say we sound like this or whatever. So yeah, it's always nice to not have that.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I think that's a root from our like backgrounds, like what influences we have.
What are your influences?
Well,
All
Here we
over the
go.
place.
here we
huh?
go. Here we
You
go.
don't- You don't
This
have
is
to give
the
me a,
favorite
Who
question.
wants to start?
you don't have to give me a list of all the bands. Just, you know, the most major influences where you're like, for
Evanescence
sure.
and their one
no,
song.
not for me.
Their one song.
Their one song. No, I really go with the female vocals, so I'm mostly Paramore for me.
Okay, yeah, I could actually pick up on that. I could sense
We used to
that.
cover "Ain't It Fun" for a little while, short time we did.
Snapple
Okay.
fact. I listen to a lot of alternative and indie rock
Okay.
bands probably haven't heard of, like Broken Social Scene, stuff like that.
Okay, see, that's kind of what I imagined when I said I can imagine you guys kind of like growing and utilizing your raw talent a little bit more. I can almost imagine more of like the style you're talking about.
Yeah,
I could just imagine more of like a alternative, like still rock, still you guys. You
Yeah.
don't have to like change or anything to fit anything, but like I just feel like you have all of the right tools to build that kind of sound. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Definitely, and that's what we're aiming towards. I
Yeah.
think in the past, maybe year and a half, especially for me, my like love for the alternative music and that kind of style has really grown. Just with like, it seems like it's growing all over Buffalo. So it's going towards that. I'm completely fine with. I picked up a guitar and started worshiping Dave Matthews.
Oh,
and
really?
Dave Matthews Band, and now it's like I love Dave Matthews still, but I don't want to play songs. I want to do alternative songs. I want to do
Right.
stuff that you hear on all Buffalo, stuff that people might not hear unless somebody is playing it at a bar for whatever reason. Just things like that. So
Which Dave Matthews isn't bad, man. It's not a bad influence. You know, for sure, it's definitely not bad.
oh yeah, I've listened to him long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing growing up with my dad was Dave Matthews.
Cool.
So
Yeah, and then I mean, I've kind of bounced around. Like when I first came on board with these guys, it was the first time I picked up my bass in 4.5 years.
Oh,
So,
no
like,
way.
Yeah. This past year,
Wow.
I just graduated from UB, but the last time I played before that, before I started playing with these guys, was my senior year of high school. So
Oh,
I actually
okay.
tried to sell my bass to him at one point, and then he asked me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Can't hurt." But like I grew up listening to a lot of like progressive rock and older stuff. So like
Mhm.
I really like Rush, Pink
Yeah.
Floyd, all kinds of stuff like
Nice.
that. But I have a huge musical background, like everything from country to dubstep I like. So
See, you guys,
Yeah.
like I said, you guys have the tools, you have the influences to have like a really cool, unique, like
Right.
really
Mhm.
cool dynamic sound. That's, you know, I don't know. I don't even really know what I'm trying to say.
somehow we managed to work it all in there.
Yeah,
though.
it's
Exactly.
good. So, yeah, why don't you guys play one of the songs you're working on?
all right, what do we want to do first? What do we want to do?
Your call
Let's
over
do
there,
Save
Kristen.
Me.
Save me. All right.
Save Me. Tell me a little bit about Save Me real quick. We'll talk about it after, but just give me a little.
I got two mics. Kristen, talk.
Talk about this one, Kristen.
Talk
'cause you
about
know this
Save
one.
Me?
Yeah.
First off, did Jim write it? James?
James did write it. This is an older song. It's one of the original songs that we've actually had, but we didn't put it on the EP. It's kind of, I don't know. What would you say about it, Aiden?
Aiden's like,
I feel like it really covers our sound the most.
This is
Like it really, it's not too heavy, not too light. It sums up our sound pretty well.
Okay. So, Kristen,
Yeah.
sorry, they're getting set up with the instruments while I'm talking to Kristen.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll ask you the question as you're answering it. I'll try to help out with the microphones, okay?
Sounds good.
What is it like to sing lyrics and have to put whether, passion or whatever, you have to sing like it really means something to you, but it doesn't pertain to you because you didn't write, you know what I mean? It's like you have to sing James's
No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like me and James were friends, and he always shows me the songs while he's writing them. Yeah, you lost me.
Yeah.
Keep
You lost
talking.
me.
Should I keep talking? Okay. To put my passion into it, me and him talk about it while he's writing it, and he always shows me it. So when it all comes together, I know how he's feeling, and a lot of the times I can relate. I can relate to what he tries to say, and I just bring in everything I can with it. So hopefully when we put it all together, it sounds like it actually, I went through it, or personal things with me. Got a wink over there.
Why don't you sum up what you just said?
Sum up what I just said? Okay.
Hold on, I'm sorry, guys.
Do you want me to keep talking?
Yeah, because I gotta get this.
Okay. To sum it up, just me and James really work on it together. I figure out what he's thinking and how I feel with it, and I just bring in my own passion with it as he brings in his with the lyrics.
Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play another song off their EP, and we're gonna get all of this stuff worked out with the headphones and the instruments. So, what song do you guys want to play while we're getting set up here?
Girl with the jet black hair for sure.
Girl with the Jet Black Hair. This is off their EP. I'm here with Improbable Cause. If you guys want to call in at 402-4218. This is the Drew Review, and this is the Girl with the Jet Black Hair.
As he walked right in through the double door, saw a girl he never seen before. Shook her right down through the bones. Didn't know her past, was looking for anything that will last, but he didn't know she's shaking till he breaks. All he did in life was run around and hide. Now he can't get rid of this love that he felt inside. The painkillers didn't work, and the person didn't even care. All because of her, the girl with the jet black hair. So we played all the cards right, took her out just for one more night. Thought he was gonna stay. Late that night she came and explained to him where she had been fooled by her ways. All he did in life was run around and hide. Now he can't get rid of this love that he felt inside. The painkillers didn't work, and the person didn't even care. All because of her, the girl with the jet black He showed her out that night. Into his arms he showed that spine and put a gun up to his head And then he realized she probably want him dead. All he did in life was run around and hide. Now he finally escaped the look when he found him died. Then she came back, she been cheated just like him. Rang the doorbell twice and screamed, let me in. The fun girl jumped and said, who is that?
Don't worry, baby, just a crazy girl from my past.
All right, this is Drew Fera on the Drew Review. I'm here with Improbable Cause, and we finally got the microphones and guitars
Success.
all set up with no problems. Everything's running smoothly. It's running swell. So why don't you guys all give me a little check real quick? All right, buttery. And then do you want to
I like that.
maybe hum Twinkle Twinkle Little Star into your microphone?
No, I think I'm good.
Kristen?
Oh, that wasn't a question. That was more of a do it.
Listen,
That's not for you.
That
That's for
was-
him.
No, that's so funny because you were going to start humming and I was going to say you didn't need to do that at all. She just cracked the code. Wow, props, mad props.
Beat
That
you
was
to it.
awesome.
Yeah, fun fact about Kristen, she doesn't give a shit about things. So
That's good. I respect
Wow.
that.
Like times.
No, I'm actually really happy that you told me to go fuck myself.
Put you in your place.
It was really awesome. Sorry, that was we have the girl from The Grudge here. She crawls down the stairs. All right, so you guys are gonna play a song called "Save Me," and this is a newer song you guys have been working on for how long? You guys started writing this?
This is an old one that we actually
Old song.
revisited. We kind of revisited it, kind of revamped it, added
yeah,
a couple
that's-
more
That's
harmonies.
what you were telling me before the microphone started to give out. So
Yeah, kind of revamped it, gave it a little bit of a new seasoning.
new seasoning. All right,
I couldn't think of the other word that I wanted to use, so seasoning sounded
I'm just
funny.
waiting for Kristen to like say something mean to you after you said that. Seasoning.
No, I'm nice. I
We're
don't know
covering-
why I get this.
until she gets a microphone from out in front of her face, and then she's mean.
Ooh.
She doesn't want anything on record.
She knows her mom's listening. That's really what's going on.
Definitely.
No, but seriously, if you guys want to call in and talk to the band, call in at 402-4218, and we are here. So this song is called "Save Me." I'm here with Improbable Cause, and here you go.
So guys, we can live out on our own and not realize those we once known and how many times. So look in yourself and see that within there's a story to tell. Won't you save me? What did I ever do? Won't you show me? It's a word never said. I just looked at my life and I saw me too well, and I came to realize I'm trapped in the cell and these four walls. I was peace out myself and she was good in my ear. What should I tell? Won't you save me? Save me. What did I ever do? Won't you show me? Show me. The word never said. And the lies in the dark and the things never said. The words and ideas you put in my head just take me. Save me. All that I ever. We can live out on our own, so won't you save me?
Save me.
Can you save me?
Save me.
All that I ever wanted.
Awesome. That was Save Me. I'm here with Improbable Cause on the Drew Review. Calling it 402-4218 on All Western New York Radio. Or you can watch us on YouTube Live. Or you guys can go to allwesternnewyorkradio.com and click on the Listen Live link and listen live. If maybe James wants to listen live at work. Or maybe James is his mom or James is his brother or sister wants to listen live. Anyways, guys, I love that. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I like it. I like that it was like, okay, so you guys had like lower tones, and I don't know if it was just because the bass was more in my face and like in the mix on the EP, the bass isn't as prominent, but like it had like this low driving thing that was good. But then like on top of that, you had the high guitars like that. It wasn't even like a solo. It was just like a lead guitar that kind of complemented it. And the way that you guys did the vocals, it was like a smooth transition in and out. Like when you came in with your vocals, it was like while the song was kind of changing musically.
Yeah.
And it was nice. Yeah, it was really smooth. I really liked it.
Cool.
I mean, it doesn't really come through on the EP that much, but that's the sound that we've kind of melded into is a little bit heavier on my end and then on the bass end for those of you who are just listening to this and aren't watching it. And then Aiden's got the electric guitar usually, not the acoustic. So he's screaming over the top of the rest of us with that, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then Dom's usually rocking the 6-string acoustic. So
Yeah, he's got a 12-string acoustic,
Yeah.
if you guys couldn't tell, which is pretty cool to have in the studio.
That was an
Yeah.
audition late yesterday. We were like, let's try it. We'll do it.
Yeah, like last night. We're slowly trying to make things a bit more drivey, but not into too much heavy rock.
Yeah.
Just to the
Yeah.
point where you like know what we're doing. Like we want the people to get excited. We want the people to move.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's exactly what you said. It's like you're going. It's like you're. It's like you're not going to the necessarily like rock, like the deep end with rock, but like it's like going to the middle of like a above ground pool where it's like it goes from 4 feet to 5 feet.
yeah, just deep
That's
enough.
just deep enough where
Just
the,
deep
the little kids won't,
So your toes are skimming the bottom.
little kids won't go to the middle unless they
Improbable
got
Cause.
arm
That's our new
floaties
tagline.
on.
Improbable Cause, where your toes skim the bottom of the pool.
That would be a good T-shirt if it was all blue.
Merch.
That is not going in the new logo. I can promise
come
you that.
on.
No.
All right,
It's
all
a
right.
giant
Just
pool.
throwing out
How about
ideas.
we'll take you just deep enough?
All right. Aiden, all right.
That was
That's where we
creepy.
cut it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aiden Drabach.
And then we got creepy.
Yep. That's Aiden's job.
Improbable Cause. We'll take you to that place you can't return from.
Oh God.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, we're starting to sound a little metally now, aren't we?
Yeah. No, mentally, you get that's like improbable cause.
Improbable
We'll
cause.
crush your skull with our bare feet.
Yeah.
Kind of like saying we'll mow you down where you stand, right, Aiden?
Cut.
That was Aiden's tagline on our show on Friday
They
night. He
wouldn't
told
move
people,
up.
Aiden
some of them
doesn't
moved
like
up.
it when people don't move forward and like jam out with us, and I
Yeah,
don't
I
either.
don't like
but
that
What's the
but he
fun
gets
in
vocal about
standing
it.
far, kind of like crossing your arms, looking all sad?
Well, basically, the farthest away from the stage you are, and the the tightest your arms are crossed, the cooler you are, is what I figured.
Yeah.
out. That's
No,
my bro
no, no,
They're
science.
too cool to be
Listen,
to the front of the
fuck those
stage.
people.
That's the bro science.
We
behind it.
want you to hit us from the end of the stage. We want you to dance.
Yeah, it's
We're
a
not dance music.
It's a tough thing to do, but basically, if you're a band that can get the crowd to come up to the front of the stage, then you've got that X factor. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's like that little test.
And that's really how we're trying to mold ourselves.
And if you don't have the X factor, you have to threaten them.
And that's why we keep Aiden
Sometimes,
around, because Aiden's the
sometimes.
threatening one.
He's the muscle.
Slated.
Yes,
Sladen.
that's yeah.
Sladen. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hashtag Sladen. Tweet.
Hashtag Sladen.
Oh,
Yes.
don't type that in on Twitter. You won't like what comes up.
Oh Jesus.
No,
All right.
I thought it was $Laden. That's how we've been doing it, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, only sometimes.
AIDEN or AY?
AIDAN. Well, Sladen's just slay, how you would normally spell it. And
Like Slayer
English
with
language.
a den.
yeah, with a DAN.
Like Slay Dan.
Welcome to Webster Dictionary Hour.
We're gonna be listening to smooth definitions.
Oh, yeah.
Our next song is called Definition.
Is it really?
No.
No, no, no,
I
no.
was gonna say that was the greatest segue maybe ever.
Let's make a word.
Make a word?
Let's make a word.
Well, you can't make the Hamburglar. That's already a word.
They beat me
Hamburglar.
to it.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, hey guys, though, for real, if you want to call in, now's your chance. We're starting to get in the last quarter of the hour. Call in at 402-4218, and we're here with Improbable Cause. It's been an awesome show so far, and I'm excited to hear what else they have to play. So, what other songs were you thinking about playing?
Take it away, Dominic.
Take it all away when you shove it in my face. We're gonna cover that one Evanescence. No, we're not. This one's called Gracefully. We got another one. Yeah, it's called Gracefully.
Yeah, this is our
This
newest
is the
one.
newer one. This
Newest one. So,
Newest one.
who has heard? It came in a pair.
came in a pair.
Came in a pair. Came in a pair.
It was like a pod.
It,
2 pairs in a pod.
It came in a pair. So, who has heard this song?
This we actually have only played at 2 shows
Okay.
live, so it's a fairly new one. It was actually kind of interesting. I had the opportunity. I was in London for a couple of weeks, or about 10 days, in May.
Nice.
So I came back from London, and we had a show. I came back on a Tuesday, and we had a show that Friday. And they were like, "Let's have a practice," and I'm like, "Okay." So we get to practice, and they were like, "Hey, we learned 2 new songs while you were gone, and we want to play them on Friday." And I was like, "Well,
Oh,
fuck.
man.
I guess I better start learning now." I was like, "This should be interesting." So this was one of them, and then we have another song called "Urgency," which that's the one that Kristen wrote.
Okay.
So
I'm
but
interested to hear that one. Do you guys have that one, or is that one still in the vault? In the Disney vault? It's all right. If you
Still
guys
in the
don't-
vault.
Still in the vault.
Still in the
That's-
vault.
Still in the vault.
When
Still
you
in the
said you were
vault.
coming back from England, I was like hoping you were gonna, or London. I was like, maybe he wrote a song in London, and
it's in the works.
it's called like.
You're ruining the secret. You're
Really?
ruining a secret.
I will not
It's a secret.
talk about Chip Chip Cheerio, the song, any further.
It's called Fish and Shit. Again with the bass line.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hiring him. It's over. All right. So what's it? Graceland or Grace? Or
Gracefully.
Gracefully.
Gracefully, yeah.
Gracefully. All right, guys. This is Improbable Cause, and this song is called Gracefully.
I don't know what you had, all the feelings in your eyes. I can't tell that saying what you want to say will bring true hell. So this one's for the lovers that are afraid to be alone. Yeah, this one's for the lovers that I'm afraid to let it go. Let it go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You took a walk to the sunset and told me to leave.
Tell me to leave.
You took a look at your window, said I couldn't see.
I couldn't see.
Oh, please, I tend to keep you down and answers to the questions I never found. So we find all of the visions we put in our head.
Put in our head.
I remember when we said I was better off dead.
Better off dead.
Actions that you did and words you spoke, all the colors mixed together when we made me grow.
You said goodbye and told me to go on down there. You said you'd never leave, those words never last true. After I'm gone, you went and left me stranded. So gracefully I saw right through you.
I saw you from a distance and into my head. Memories of you falling into my head.
Into my bed.
Still haunt me to this day, they keep me alive. And the demons that I keep so find a ways to survive. Whoa. What do we know about us? Where do we stand?
Where do we stand?
Well, I spoke to you in the picture you put in my head.
Put in my head.
Why we met on the same day you could bet I had to move on instead.
You said goodbye and told me to go on down there. You said you never leave, those words never last true. After I'm gone, you went and left me stranded. So gracefully I saw right through you.
I saw you Words always said. I remember you, so can't get you out of my head.
You said goodbye and told me to go on down there. You said you'd never leave, those words never last true.
after I'm gone, you went and left me standing. So gracefully, I saw right through.
Nice. That was Gracefully by Improbable Cause on the Drew Review. We're here at the All Western New York Radio Studio in Buffalo, New York, calling at 402-4218. There's still just a small amount of time for you to get your comments in. Yeah, I like that one. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
It was nice. It was another one of those ones. You guys have gone compared to the EP, which is the only thing I can do. These last two songs, you know, they're deep, like the chords are deeper. You know what I mean? Like I think you were playing like a E minor F or A minor F or something like that. You know, like it's just like it's a nice change. Yeah, for sure. I like it. And again, you guys complement each other really nicely on vocals. For
Thank
real.
you.
I mean,
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
yeah. So, do you guys like the song? I can't tell
Yeah.
if you guys are really, really hot or like.
I personally love that song. That's the first one that I wrote a bass line to myself.
Okay.
So I'm pretty proud of that one. But
Oh, really? On the EP, you didn't write the bass line?
no, because I came in late, so those were all
that's
set.
right.
And when I got,
gotcha.
excuse me, when I got on board, Aiden was the one that taught me everything, and then
All right.
that's really the first one that I kind of took ownership
Nice.
of when we.
So it's the first
we went with
band.
it.
It's like
Yeah,
Full
that
band.
and
Yeah.
Urgency were definitely the first.
I feel like Gracefully and Urgency were the first songs that we really all did our own parts. Like James brought to the table the chord progression and the lyrics, and we all really were able to come up with our own little thing for both of them.
There's a little bit of fooling around that I did with James's chords. Like he said that these last two songs, even though we put out that EP last year, these last are this Gracefully and then the other one Urgency that we're still working on doing the little stripped down version of. But we do play that one with the full band. It's really they are the first two songs that were ours. Were this current state of the band, it was ours. I came in about a year after they were together, and I still have the little file saved on my desktop. Dom's cheat sheet. My first show was for a Battle of the Bands at the 12th. So I was scared shitless. I was like,
that's a cool.
this is a
first
real
show.
stage. I was like, this is awesome. But I'm like, I had my whole thing like on my monitor, little cheat sheet, and like all that stuff was already written because there had already been previous guitarists and different lineup changes and stuff. So these last two, along with another one, our regular closer, we usually close with the girl with the jet black hair.
Okay.
That was the first one that I helped write, as well as another one night only that we usually open with. Was mine that I brought from a previous band, escapade,
Past
Okay.
affair.
past affair with
All right.
actually with James. So
Every good musician's had a past affair with
Yeah.
another band, right?
Dom,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor and
That
just never
evil
say that you've had
ex.
an affair with James again?
is that how they came out?
Yeah, that's exactly how that came
James is
I did
definitely
not
the
have
mystery
intercourse
man
with
right
James.
now.
I did not have an affair with that man.
Breaking news.
You've got such a good radio voice, I can't stand it. Basically, I'm gonna hire you for my news part of the show.
Do the
Aiden,
caller.
and then Kyle's gonna do the bass lines.
We have a caller on the line.
He did this whole
don't
thing
actually,
last
I don't
minute,
think.
last night.
Are you
He
ready?
did this whole fake radio giveaway thing in the middle of practice, because there's nothing else to do but practice. And literally we were sitting there. I was laughing for a solid 15, 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
It was hilarious.
It was more like 17 and a half. I counted.
stopwatch.
$438.
400. You just lost out on $438.
Please don't make me laugh that much right now.
I was waiting for a bass line. I was waiting for a.
I already put it down.
No, it's all good.
It's
It's all
warm
good.
over here. I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's actually we're coming up to the end of the show, but the one thing I wanted to ask you that I was thinking of is how do you guys, so if James is writing the songs, how do you guys determine who's gonna sing what parts? Because sometimes you lead off,
Okay.
sometimes Kristen leads off.
When we started, Kristen was the singer, lead
Uh-huh.
singer. And then Dom,
Which good
fast
idea.
forward a year or so, we brought in Dom. Dom is also an excellent singer.
Right.
So
Thanks, Slayton.
love you, Dom.
Threw that in there.
So right when a song comes up, you know, the base of the song, your typical verse chorus, Kristen usually comes in on. And then, you know, bridge kind of stuff that's added in, Dom usually covers. Like you mentioned our rap,
right.
harmonies, Dom is in on. So
Did James write the rap too?
No, I wrote the rap.
I was gonna
myself.
say.
and
I
actually
am living
live,
proof that white
Use your words.
fat kids can try and rap. Living proof. But yeah, I mean, along with like the bridges and stuff, like definitely it's a lot of it, especially with the newer stuff, like the new and improved versions of our old songs, like with Save Me and things like that, with the harmonies. A lot of them are just me with a mic in front of my face during practice, and I like talking, and I never shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like I'll just say something, I'll look at Kristen, she goes, or, and it's just like
all right, yeah.
it's
no,
either
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of just trying it. And just
Yeah,
going
because
with
when we
it.
started with just me, there was always like a little emptiness without having harmonies and stuff. So when Dom came in, he really added to it, and he obviously took some of the parts and made it even sound better. So
It's good. Yeah.
it all worked out.
I definitely don't want you guys to get me wrong. That like I don't like the dual vocals or something like that. I'm not like that confused. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I know I said something about it, the review, like it was confusing, but like I was just curious because that seems like a really like it's like a sacred part of the song. Like who's gonna sing this part?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it
There's been the fair share of arguments as well.
Okay.
Little disputes,
Oh yeah.
things like that.
Who usually wins
But
those ones? Is
Usually
it-
Kristen. I have to give him to her because she only likes that one Evanescence song. So
Oh, okay. So the only thing,
Let it go.
let it go, don't hold me back in. Anyways,
wake me up.
gracefully asleep. So I guess the only question I have left for you guys, and then we'll call it a night and turn the air conditioner back on, is Dom, do you have a rap name? Do you have a street name? And if you don't, we're gonna make one right now.
Well,
you're looking
Oh,
at
geez.
the one, the only, Uncle Dom.
Uncle Dom.
Uncle
Well,
Dom.
I like
I've had
it. That
No,
is
Now,
solid.
hold on, because Dom's got a couple different names, but I think we all have our own DJ names. I think we sat down and did that.
Yeah. Kyle was
You could say it. I really don't care.
Kyle was DJ One Nut.
I don't actually.
DJ
I don't actually have one nut. Just so everybody is clear on
We
that.
can all verify. He has two.
I can't.
We can
I've
all
never
verify.
no.
Maybe even three.
Aiden, I don't want to know how
Maybe
you know that.
three.
Doing it, Dr. Evil.
He was Aiden was DJ Sladen, obviously.
Yeah,
Sladen's
Okay,
been the running
Sladen.
thing. That's his alter ego. Kristen's was
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember Kristen.
Do you remember what it was?
Is it K Money?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
that
How
lame.
about
Um,
Ice Crispy?
Ooh.
Ice
I
Crispy.
like that.
Ice Crispy.
Kristen's into it.
I like that.
And then like
Icy.
people have been called like some people call me Uncle Dom now.
Uncle Dom is the
Uncle
one,
Dom.
man.
People
That's
back in
some
at
shit.
college when we used to have little get-togethers in my room.
Used to. You say that like you
Get-togethers in
you
my room.
left
That was
30
little,
years
I-
Sometimes you guys say some really weird
Played some.
shit.
That's our job. No, we used to have people come over to our room, just kind of chill, drink or whatever. Have a whatever, fuck around for a little while. I
Yep.
was in not literally.
All right,
I really gotta watch
And
that.
that's when you found out Kyle
Yeah.
had two balls.
That's, I gotta watch what I say. But when people would come over, drink, hang out or whatever, we me and my buddy, and this goes out. I don't know if Corey's listening. Corey's my roommate at school.
Okay.
But Corey, we have a friend, my friend Zach, who
He
is
got real quiet.
Asian. Corey dubbed us Kim Jong Trill, my Asian friend Zach, and I was DJ ASAP Damo. So
Uncle Dom.
Take-
takes
I think
the
Uncle Dom, but I like
freaking
Uncle
money,
Dom better.
Bro. Uncle
So-
Dom, dude. I'm not even sure if I see you like out anywhere ever for the rest of my life. I'm gonna freak out. It's gonna be like Uncle Dom.
my professor,
Uncle Dom.
my professor said
exactly
"Happy
what everyone
Birthday,
does.
Uncle Dom" on my Facebook wall.
Dude, that's so legit.
So it's like
You need to just change your name on Facebook to Uncle Dom.
that'll have to be when I get
I
home.
love it,
The
dude.
gotta do
Adventures
that.
of Uncle Dom.
Uncle Dom and Ice Crispy. All right, guys. This has been the Drew Review. I'm here with Improbable Cause. It's been a great show. If you guys want to check them out on Bandcamp or check out their Facebook page, Improbable Cause, and then they're going to tell you right now their upcoming shows, and then we will sign out.
Because I always mess up.
Yeah, so we've got a show coming up on August 8th at Mohawk Place. So if any of you guys out there listening are interested, feel free to go like us on Facebook, shoot us a message. We'll get tickets to you somehow. Unless you're in friggin' Syracuse, we're not driving that far, but we'll mail them. So if you want to do that, we can make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Snail mail.
But yeah, just shoot
What's
us a
the
message.
date again? Date, time, place.
August 8th. I believe it's at 6.
Doors are at 6.
Doors are at 6
I
at
don't know what
Mohawk
time to play
Place.
at.
Mohawk
There's a
Place.
bunch of other really good local bands that are going to be there too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
come check it out.
It's actually, I think,
Um,
is it Crooked Generation? Or is it their release?
Yeah, I think Crooked Generation has a release that
Okay,
day.
cool.
Avid the band's going to be there.
In Glory Days.
All right,
I remember
nice.
them from a couple weeks, about a year ago.
Wacko going to be there. Wacko
I think
Fest
so,
is gonna
yeah.
Be there.
There's a couple. It's a
oh,
really good
wow,
lineup. It's a
strong
real
acts.
nice lineup.
Really?
So
That's awesome.
it'll be a
man.
fun time.
Yeah.
So if you like having fun times, you should definitely come.
Fun times in Uncle Dom's room.
Okay.
All right, guys. It's been the Drew Review.
Thanks for having us, Drew.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks
Drew.
Yes,
thanks
thank
for
you.
coming, guys. Oh yeah, next week I will have DeCeros on Monday at 7:00. They'll be live. They're a hardcore progressive metal band, and it'll be nice for the contrast from the Uncle Dom's. Remember Uncle Dom's band? I remember the Improbable Causations or something. I don't know.
Uncle
right,
Dom's
guys.
Family Band.
Oh, God.
From this moment forward.
All right, guys. Good night.